Jimmy Kimmel's show gets axed, but his sharpest punchlines land on Trump. When late-night host Jimmy Kimmel's show was canceled, many expected a quiet farewell tour, some tearful goodbyes, a neat press release, and a slow fade into TV history. Instead, Kimmel treated the cancellation like a gift-wrapped opportunity. His monologue didn't stop when the cameras turned off. It only got sharper. And his main target? Donald Trump. Trump had gloated about Kimmel's cancellation, mocking the host as talentless and celebrating what he saw as the end of a late-night comedy. But Kimmel flipped the script, reminding everyone that ridicule doesn't require a stage, it only needs a subject. And Trump, as always, provided plenty of material. Kimmel compared the former president to a malfunctioning Ultron, a machine that just won't shut down, spewing chaos daily. He rattled off Trump's bizarre antics like he was reading off a blooper reel, paving over the Rose Garden, planning a UFC fight at the White House, even criticizing the Smithsonian for being too negative about slavery. Each jab landed harder because, unlike comedy exaggeration, these moments were ripped from reality. The irony cuts deep. Trump, the self-proclaimed champion of free speech, suddenly celebrating cancel culture when it silences a critic. Kimmel didn't let that slide, mocking Trump as a fragile snowflake who can dish it but can't take it. What makes Kimmel's roasting even more is the timing. Trump, basking in headlines and bragging about poll numbers, suddenly found himself overshadowed by a comedian without a show. Imagine losing a shouting match to a mime, Kimmel quipped, highlighting how even cancellation couldn't stop him from trending above Trump's rallies. And he didn't stop there. Kimmel tore into Trump's obsession with branding, pointing out the hypocrisy of wrapping himself in the American flag while outsourcing his merchandise to overseas factories. He mocked Trump's endless thirst for validation, likening him to a bachelor contestant begging for one more rose long after the cameras stopped rolling. Perhaps the sharpest blow came when Kimmel reframed Trump's presidency not as governance, but as spectacle, a reality show spin-off that nobody asked for, dragged on long past its expiration date. For Kimmel, Trump isn't just the punchline, he's the entire failed script. Even Kimmel's so-called loss becomes part of the joke. Without network constraints, he's freer than ever to go after Trump without sponsors trimming the edges. The cancellation becomes a badge of honor, proof that his comedy survives outside a time slot. Trump, meanwhile, remains trapped in the one role he can't escape, a walking parody of power, forever auditioning for applause. And that's the cruelest twist of all. Politicians fade, shows get canceled, but mockery is permanent. Once laughter latches onto a legacy, it doesn't disappear, it multiplies. Kimmel's cancellation was supposed to silence him. Instead, it ensured that Trump's story will live on not as a tale of triumph, but as a punchline echoing across history.